Hello there, and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Jenny's tucked away under there again. It was a bit miserable this morning, but it's now getting hot again, so she's under there. Today, I'm a little bit disappointed with the NU50, the Runaway, because there's not really much to do on it. That's why I bought it for something to do, try and sort the engine out, which is actually okay. I've just been out on it this morning, and it's like riding a little chopper. It's absolutely fantastic. But today I'm just going to do a little bit of cosmetics on the belt cover. That's the only thing that stands out that's not very nice. So I'm going to do that today. Also, if I get another project, I've actually got no room. It's all very tight in there at night now in the shed. I've got the NSU quickly in the little shed at the moment because we're still waiting for the engine to come back. And it's got no stand, so I can't really do too much on it. And well, actually the mother-in-law's on my side. I was thinking of getting another shed, maybe 10 by 7 perhaps, or 6, which gives me a little bit of storage for the scooters, and I can use that as a workshop in there. The wife, well, I can afford a new shed. The only thing I can't really afford is having to bribe the wife and pay her off, because she's going to say, "Oh, do you want more scooters for?" And oh, it's going to look, yeah. But anyway, I might have to bribe her on that one. But that's life. Anyway, let's get on. Let's have a look at the Honda NU50, and we'll try and get on and get this belt cover done. Well, here we are in the shed. Up on the ramp is the Honda NU Runaway. As I said before, when we first had it, it's pretty much immaculate, and just a few bits and pieces. The only thing that sets it off badly, for instantly, is this cam, they call it belt cover. It's not rusty, but I think it might be aluminium anyway, but it's where it's chipped here. It just looks horrible. And as I mentioned, the chap I bought it from, he was going to do this, apart from he had the running troubles, which is okay now. But he's also got a sticker, which I can put on there as a replacement sticker. So the plan for the day, it might have to be over a couple of days because it's quite windy out there. And I'm decided I'm going to use spray paint with the spray gun to do this, and lacquer it. So that will hopefully all goes well. That should set that off nicely. Got slight problems over here with, oh, by the way, now called Derek, after my uncle, who's probably aware he's in a care home with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, so like a little tribute to him. All family members. This is Fred, the Vela Solex, his brother. Had a bit of trouble with this. It runs down, if I go down to the shops, about 2 miles, fine. As soon as you get to the traffic lights, it sort of gives up. Try and start it again, it just doesn't want to go. I have ordered from France a new condenser, so I'm hoping by when that comes, I can try and change that over. Maybe we can just film that a little bit as well, because I'm running out of things to do. So we'll come back to this one. We'll take the kickstand off in a minute, kickstart, and take this off. Just needs sanding down, smoothing. Don't think I'll have to go too mad with taking it down to metal, and then we should be able to give it a nice gloss black coat of paint. Right, so the first thing we need to do is get this kickstart off, which is a 10mm socket. Fully out. There we go. Right, so these are all 8mm bolts around here. So what I'll do, I'll just get these loosened off, and we can go around with the little drill to get them off. What have we got under here? Oh, alright, no one there. Yeah, it's blowing very windy out there, so I might have to leave it. out of painting. I think tomorrow's a bit calmer. This one here has got a bracket for a little pipe there. Okay, and that one there, and that one there. And that one. Right, I'm going to have to make a note because usually these are slightly longer than others, but let's have a look. Well, I've got them all out now. There's 3 long bolts and 5 medium bolts, but it's quite self-explanatory where they go. Or you can see where the longer ones go. So hopefully this should come off now. There we go. Okay. What's that now? Oh, I lost now. Goes in there, I think. Right. Okay. Well, that can have a nice clean out. It's a bit grotty in there. Seen worse. And the belt. Seems alright as well. So we haven't got to go too mad with this. It's all the kickstart mechanism. But anyway, alright then. So let's give this a clean out first, and then start rubbing down, I suppose. Right, well, we might as well do the top bit, which is the worst really, and this bit here. I'm going to just use a flat wheel on this. That will get off this sticker as well, and then we can just, anything that's not too bad, we'll just rub down and then prime it. I think it is aluminium, it's not steel, so don't have to put any etch primer on, I don't think. So we will try and prime it, and then today is blowing a bit of a gale. I don't really fancy painting in this, so let's give it a go. Let's see if we can just gently get these I'll put the mask on a minute, gently try and get some of these out, and see how we get on. Well, that's not too bad. Well, not bad at all actually. I only have to just lightly go over it. I'll try and perhaps get as much as I can off along here, and then, as I say, prime it and clean it obviously, and then we get ready to paint tomorrow. So it is too windy. It dies down for a bit and then picks up, but you can guarantee it'll pick up as soon as I start painting. So I'll get on and do this and try and get this looking nice, and that should set it off once it's back on the bike. Well, I ended up getting a bit carried away, so all the paint is off of that now. I've decided on a plan B now. I've decided I will powder coat that. It'll be a lot tougher anyway, and also once it's cooled down we can put it back on. The only other thing I had to do, I just heated that up gently around the outside there, and I've just taken out the seal and the bearing for that one, so otherwise that would all melt in there. So because it is an aluminium or alloy, what I'm going to do, I have to put it in the oven for a while, and basically it just heats out the impurities, and then we can wipe it over with some acetone. It's otherwise, I have tried it before without doing that, and sometimes you get little bubbles where it's reacted. So it must go in the oven first, get that heated up, and give it a clean acetone. Once the wind dies down in between these gusts, we get some powder coat on there. It does fit in the oven. So let's get that heated up and get its impurities out, and we'll give it a wipe over. Right, finally back to you. Been heated up for about 15 minutes, and also gone over with some acetone, so that should be completely clean now. Obviously we're going for the gloss black, so let's get this mask on and let's give it a go. Not going too well, this. Let me sort this gun out. It's not going too well, is it? I don't want it to go all lumpy and bumpy all over it, so I'll come back to you. Right, now in the oven now, managed to save the day. I think it was just like a little blockage, a solid bit of black in the pipe, but I think it's okay. So we've now got it in the oven, 180 degrees, just over 10 minutes, I think. And we'll put it on to number 2, and we'll come back and see how it comes out. Right, just back from dinner now. Let this cool down. It's actually, considering I had trouble with the gun, it's actually come out very nice. I'll put that in the freezer, the bearing, and just gently heated this up a little bit. Obviously the powder coat's on there, and that's gone back in now. So we can get it back on, and then finally we finish off with the little sticker. So let's start getting it back. Right, I've cleaned all this up, all the putty area and everything, so let's just slip this back over. Through there, there we are. A little bit of a tap, I think. What now? Oh no, it's this thing. Put it on there to be safe. Right, okay. There we go. Right, so I'm going to go round and put all these bolts back. Right, that's all tied up now. Just got the kickstart to go on, but before we put that on, we'll just put this on. The gentleman I bought it from was going to was paint this again, but he managed to get hold of a proper sticker, Honda sticker, which will go back on there again. So let's just get that on there. Finishing touch, isn't it? So try and get it lined up. There we go. That's lovely. Right, okay, good. Just kickstart and that's it. Right, well, that's it. There's not much to show you today, but that was one thing that used to annoy me cosmetically, just looking at it with all the chips all over it. But lucky enough, that's come up absolutely lovely. Bit of a polish in a minute because of my greasy hands, but yeah, got the sticker on and everything now, genuine sticker. So yeah, all I really want to try and do is next, we won't make a video of it, but just get this off. I believe you can get the spring out, and then that can be painted as well down there, and that really should just about finish it off. Well, there we go. I've got my new assistant with me again, the granddaughter. This is Rebecca, and Jenny's still asleep under her bush there. So I hope you did enjoy this video. There's not really much I could show you, but I have to try and find something else, possibly buy another shed, but as I say, I've got to bribe the wife to get that. But once that's all done, that'll be a little bit later on once my mum's flat's gone through. But anyway, I hope you did enjoy the video. Please take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. I hope you did enjoy the video. Please take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. Still red, is it? Oh, sorry, could you take it a minute? I can't. Thanks. Oh dear.
You should do a blue thing at the end.
Stop recording. Stop recording. What's the matter with it?
It's still recording.
Stop recording.
Can I stop it on here?
Stop recording.